Good afternoon.
Wait. Oh, go ahead.
Go. Good afternoon, day 2. Today was the first real day of treatment. Labs came back not as good as we wanted with the bilirubin, but just a little bump in the road with God's grace. IV vitamin C treatment today with Gramel treatment. Tomorrow's going to be dendritic cell therapy. Still grateful to God for bringing us out here and grateful to my wife and best friend. Talk to you tomorrow.
All right, ready?
Your friends are here. Hi. Only if you want to. I'm not forcing you. I don't want you to do that.
I know. It's nice to see you. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
I'll just throw you out like an invite.
Yes. Saturday, not today.
I don't think my cousin is a normal person, to be straight up with you. I mean, 2 kids, 1 on the way, full-time job, and he does all these crazy activities. He done the marathon, Ironman, and he still manages to find time for his family.
I never see you anymore. Come out the door, it's like you've gone away.
AJ just went for it all the time. There wasn't anything that really held him back. Even if there was something going on in his life that might derail him, AJ just kept going.
Tonight, ABC 7's Alan Wong breaks the silence on an epidemic many Asians are reluctant to talk about.
Doctors say cultural barriers are aiding the spread of this silent epidemic. The Asian Liver Center at Stanford University estimates that 1 in 10 Asian Americans is chronically infected with hepatitis B. 1/3 will develop liver cancer or cirrhosis. That's because they usually have no symptoms until it's too late. And I happen to be that 1 in 10 of Asian people infected with hepatitis B. I was infected at birth, but since I was screened, I was able to do something about it. I take a pill. I went from 13 million copies of the virus attacking my liver to 0. I'm undetectable.
Good for you.
Yeah.
And of course, you're wearing the lapel pin.
I'm Alan Wong. I'm 49 years old. I'm a journalist. We all start out striving to go to the network, work for 60 Minutes to be an investigative reporter for them. But as you progress through your job, you get married, you have family, you realize that there was this balance that I wanted to strike, and that is being a good father and being a good journalist at the same time.
Hi, sleepyhead. It's time to go.
13-year-old son, 11-year-old son, and a 4-year-old daughter.
Okay, then let's get dressed, all right? Well, I don't think we need body glitter.
I want it.
All right.
I don't want for too much because there's only a few things that you got, and that's your health and your family and a love around you. So I've learned to really just appreciate that.
You ever have anybody pass out on here?
Oh yeah, especially right after lunch. So you can see from this area up is that's your liver basically. Go ahead and take a big deep breath and hold it in for me.
They tapped me again yesterday, which was good. 2 liters, 3 enemas, 10 juices, which kicked my butt. I tried to be a hero last night and not take as much pain pills. So I'm paying the price today, the whole day. Been super exhausted, but hopefully tomorrow's gonna be a good day.
AJ was asking me if I'd go on an easy ride with him. On our normal rides, he'd be pulling me. I'll always be behind him and kind of drafting and using his strength and his speed because he's just a much stronger, much more competitive cyclist. But on this ride, I was in front and I noticed that he was in agony. He would ask to stop every now and then. So finally I told him, you know, let's forget about it. Let's call a cab or you can call your wife to pick us up.
Typically, I would get phone calls from them like, I got a flat tire, could you pick me up? But even through this one, he didn't have me pick him up. So when he got home, he was like, I can't really breathe, I'm having a hard time breathing. And so we went to the ER, and he was having a hard time just even sitting down on the gurney. So they had to do a CT scan, I believe.
And my brother is an
radiology tech, and so he's pretty familiar with images. And he saw this big mass, and his first reaction was, what the is that? The doctors came in and said that there's a huge tumor, and I think up until that point, I was just in utter disbelief. I was like, there's just no way, no way, not twice. The universe wouldn't do that.
Up until recently, my tests have always come back clean. When they said you had these nodules on your liver, that was a real reality check. That's never happened before. So, you really start thinking about your mortality. You have these great dreams and you want to see your grandkids and everything, and now you're wondering if you're ever going to make that. What's crazy is what's really become evident to me is that, that statistic that they say that 1 in 10 will die, it becomes more and more real that I am that one that's supposed to die, because, if you look at my past, I've never been able to suppress this virus. And then you don't want any of it to end.